So a couple books that I think less gastroenterology, more life stuff. It's there are a couple good kind of life self-help books that I've found particularly useful. One good one that I just think should probably be required reading for most people is Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, written by a guy named Stephen Covey. It's not a new book by any means. I think it was the late '80s probably, and there's a whole generation of people that paid $10,000 a weekend for going to a convention with this guy. But basically, it just it kind of I learned quite a bit from that, and more just expanding on that, and kind of one of his big thing that he mentions is beginning a task with the end in mind. And so, whatever you're approaching, and so here, if your end goal is to be a gastroenterologist, have things you're doing be pertinent to that end in mind, or if they're not, understand how they're not, understand where they fit in your priorities, within your priorities. I think that's very helpful. One thing that I stress when you're a senior resident, so in your second, third year of residency, you're teaching a lot of younger residents, and as a fellow, you're teaching a lot of residents. And so, one thing that I emphasize to a lot of people is starting your own annotated bibliography of things that you read. And it's not just medical literature. Actually, I personally, things that I read, I make a little, I make little notes in books and go after the fact. And I have, over 100 pages of kind of my annotations from various things. And it's kind of, it's nice having a product that you can go back to. For medicine, it's nice to, when you come up against a problem that you are not familiar with, you research it, you find the answer, and you put it in. I've used various programs, but Mendeley is what I use now. It's a free source thing where basically you can import. It's a bibliography format, like an EndNote. You can store PDFs and mark up the PDFs and make your own notes and various things. There's a little book called Pocket Medicine by a guy named Mark Sabatine. That was the template that I used as my jumping off point in internal medicine residency and medical school for kind of, I'd use that as a jumping off point. It's a little book that, is about that big or so. You can put it in your pocket, but I bought extra little loose leaf things so I could fit it in there. And so that was nice. That was kind of how I started. And then I went digital.